All right, we are live now. Welcome back to another wonderful American math lesson. We've got some brand new material for everyone else today. Kira is yet to see this. I think it's pretty cool and pretty fun, so I look forward to diving into it with everyone, all right?
Right.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into our play space.
Mhm.
Round one. All right, everyone, this is Miss Marie. Marie is from France, and she is traveling to America for the first time, going on a little food tour. She's a chef, but she's never used US customary units before. So she's at a loss on how to make these recipes that she traveled across the world to try out. So today, we're going to help her out with some conversions, and we'll even have a chance to do a little cooking ourselves to make ourselves a little treat. Okay?
Sounds fun.
So this is going to be our new play space. It should look pretty familiar to everyone. As usual, we have, let me make sure I change my color over here.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
what's happening? 1 second, everyone. Um, there we go. I don't know why that wasn't working. It's still acting a little tiny. There we go. So over here we have our toys that we'll be using in the play space. We'll list all of our puzzles up here in the upper middle left-hand side of the screen, and we'll place all of our units into our beakers here. So these should be familiar to everyone. We have teaspoons right here in the teaspoons beaker, centiliters in the centiliter beaker, tablespoons in the tablespoon beaker, and we introduced two new beakers now. We have ounces and we have
You have
cups. All right. So,
Mm-hmm.
oops. What did I do? There we go.
Okay.
So what we'll do, or what we can what we'll do to get some practice with this is we'll do a little bit of counting to go over how the clear carry system will work. So we'll do per usual, we'll start normally. So we can go ahead and drag out one unit into the play space like this. This would be 1 teaspoon. Then we'll clear a teaspoon, carry in a centiliter. That's 2 teaspoons. We can keep on counting up to uh, 3 teaspoons. So then we can clear these away and add in a tablespoon.
Mm-hmm.
We'll keep on going up. 4 teaspoons or 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon, clear, carry in a centiliter. Now we have 5 teaspoons, 6 teaspoons, and now beforehand, let me see if I can go back over here. Beforehand, we wouldn't have anywhere else to go. It's like we're everything is full. We can't go any higher. We might be able to fill up the milliliters dropper, but over here in this new play space, now we can clear the centiliter, teaspoon, and tablespoon and clear all those into an ounce. All right. So
Okay.
really what we're doing too, while we have an area for the ounce to go right here, as soon as we go larger than an ounce, we need to clear this ounce group and carry out an ounce into the cup over here. So then we can see that we have 1 ounce, or in other words, 30 milliliters over here in our play space to the left. Okay? And then we can keep on
All
counting
right.
up. So say, for example, we had 2 ounces. We at some point get up to 2 ounces. What we'll do is we'll clear that ounce and carry it into the cup over here. So now we have 2 ounces in our cup instead of one.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Do we have any questions?
Well explained. I have no questions.
Excellent. Thank you. Now, something's missing here that we had in the other play space.
Milliliters dropper.
Exactly. Perfect. Way to spot that, Kira. We are not going to be using milliliters in this puzzle moving forward. We're going to stick from teaspoons going up. Typically, when you're uh, cooking in the real world, you're not going to use a single milliliter or like 3 milliliters all that often. They do have their use cases, but for the majority of the time, the smallest unit you'll use is a teaspoon. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Or a fraction of a teaspoon. We'll get into that later. So, now we're going to keep on moving on ahead with handing over the control over to Kira. Let me give her some remote control access. Kira, I want you to go ahead and count up for us. We're going to count from no units up to 2 ounces. You think you can do that for us using the clear carry method?
All right, I can.
Excellent.
So, first let's get started. Have control. Yes, I do. So let's get started. First, we have 0 units. So the next unit after that, since we're not using our milliliter dropper, would be 1 teaspoon. So it'd be our teaspoon. So what we're going to do is drag in our teaspoon block. Boom, down to the teaspoon beaker. Remember that even though we don't have the milliliter dropper, you can still see how many milliliters we have inside of our units via the drops we have inside of it, such as 1 teaspoon is 5 milliliters because there's 5 droplets inside and so on and so forth. If you don't know what milliliters are, you need to go way back. But yes.
Go to the earlier videos in our series so you can get a refresher on what milliliters are and how they go inside of teaspoons.
Exactly. So let me go back. So first we have our 1 teaspoon. Now let's say we have a 2nd teaspoon, just boom, out of nowhere. So in that case, it's going to overflow our beaker. So we can't do that. So what we're going to have to do is clear our 2 teaspoons, boom, and carry in a centiliter because a centiliter is 2 teaspoons and can fit into the centiliter beaker, which is aka 10 milliliters. So next, we have another teaspoon that goes into our teaspoon beaker. We can clear and carry that into our tablespoon because a tablespoon holds 3 teaspoons. So we'll do that, we'll clear, boom, and we'll carry in our tablespoon, boom. So now we can just keep doing that over and over. Let's say we have 1 centiliter and 1 teaspoon.
Hold up. Kira, I want you to keep on counting up 1 teaspoon at a time. You don't need to try to explain it. Just count through it for yourself.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go back then. In that case, so 1 teaspoon at a time.
Yep.
Okay. So if we're going 1 teaspoon at a time, so then you mean by this, right? We'll drag out another teaspoon.
Yep.
Boom. Okay. So right now we have a tablespoon and 1 teaspoon, or a total of 4 teaspoons. And then once we add another one, it'll become a centiliter. We'll clear, carry in our centiliter. Boom. Now we have that there. And then we go back, we have another teaspoon. Boom. And that'll equal up to another tablespoon because a tablespoon holds 3 teaspoons. But the issue with that is we can't fit another tablespoon at the top. So what we'll do is first we'll clear. We can drag in another tablespoon. I'm just doing it to represent for you all. So this would form a milliliter. Not a milliliter, it's an ounce. My bad, you all. Remember, 1 milliliter is less than it. So then that'll go into our ounces column, which would then, we can clear and carry again. Oh, well, I'm going 1 above. But we can clear and carry again and we'll convert it into 1 ounce of the cup we have. So we can stick it at the bottom like so, boom. Because, this area down here, this 1 ounce or 30 milliliters right here is the same as this entire ounce beaker. Our entire ounce beaker over here. And boom, that's how we get up to a cup.
That's how we would get up to 1 ounce.
Oh, 1 ounce. My bad, you all.
You're good. Let's count up to 2 ounces. Go through that one more time. And again, don't worry about explaining it too much. Just count through it yourself, for yourself.
All right. So 2 ounces. What we'll do is start over again. 1 teaspoon. Boom. We'll add another teaspoon. Okay. Then we'll carry in a centiliter. Boom. Then we'll add in our other teaspoon. So then we can clear and carry that into a tablespoon. So let me drag that in there. Boom, we have a tablespoon. We're going to go back to our teaspoons, drag one out. Okay. And then we drag out another teaspoon, which would be another centiliter. So we clear that and carry in a centiliter. And then we go back to our teaspoon, add that. These two convert into a tablespoon. So we'll bring that. That can't fit. So this will all convert to another ounce. So we'll drag that over. Boom, we have an ounce. And then we'll clear that again to slap into our cup to give us a total of 2 ounces. Boom.
Excellent.
There we go.
That is perfect, perfect, perfect. How did that feel?
The second explanation felt easier than the first.
Okay, that's good. In the future, now beforehand, it was good that we would drag out each of these teaspoons so that we could visualize them converting into 1 teaspoon. I mean, 1 centiliter like that. But from now on, I want us to just, whenever we're adding future units, so say example, we're adding 1 teaspoon to 1 teaspoon, we can drag this teaspoon directly into the centiliters column and then clear carry the teaspoon over like that. Okay?
Okay.
Another example, if we're grouping into ounces, so let's say we have a tablespoon, centiliter, and a teaspoon, right? We can clear the centiliter and the teaspoon, clear and carry in a tablespoon directly over into the ounce beaker like this, and then we can just carry the tablespoon over.
Okay, it works.
We'll clear carry again, drag that over into the ounces in our cups, and then we are A-okay.
All right.
All right, sweet. Now, I don't know what happened to this. Oh, that's what happened to it. Huh, okay, cool. I figured it out. Excuse my little sidebar. We're going to keep things moving. So let's jump into addition and just get used to this new play space, okay?
Okay.
So let's add together. Let's add 15 milliliters together with 20 milliliters put together with 10 milliliters. All right. And I'll show. All right. All right, and let me also change this color real quick. Make that a little bit easier to see. Excellent day. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Okay, perfect. So we've got 15 milliliters put together with 20 milliliters put together with 10 milliliters. All right. So. I cut out for a second. Excuse me, I cut out for a second. So to start over, we got 15 milliliters, 20 milliliters, and 10 milliliters. So we gotta convert these into metric units or into metric units first, into teaspoons, tablespoons, and ounces before we can start putting them inside of the play space. So we'll start out with 15 milliliters. We remember from our practice beforehand that 15 milliliters is 1 tablespoon. And we know that because we can come inside of here. We left the drops in here so that we can remember how many milliliters are inside of each shape. So we can count out 5. Let me change my color, make it easier to see. We've got 5, 10, 15 milliliters. All right. So then we can just drag that out into our tablespoon beaker as so. Perfect. Now we have to bring in 20 milliliters. Well, we know that 20 milliliters is 15 milliliters or a tablespoon plus 5, which is a teaspoon. So we can drag out 20 milliliters, starting out with a tablespoon, putting that directly into our ounces, and a teaspoon going right over here into the teaspoon beaker. Now, because the tablespoon is full and we started filling up the ounces, we can clear and carry in 1 ounce into our cup over here to the left.
Okay.
All right. So now number 2 is done with 20 milliliters. Now we have 10 milliliters. So how many teaspoons, or how will we convert 10 milliliters into units over here? Well, that's easy. That's a centiliter. So we can just carry in a centiliter into our beaker. Since both of these beakers are full now, we will clear and carry that centiliter and teaspoon into a tablespoon as so. And now we can see our answer is 1 ounce, 1 ounce, and 1 tablespoon. All right.
Okay. Simple enough.
All right. I'm going to go through one more example before we let Kira give it a shot. Oops.
Okay. I think Kira has it, but if you want to.
I know Kira has it too, but I just want to make sure that that everybody else at home can get it too, so that they can follow along.
Okay.
Okay. I know you got it. 5 teaspoons put together with 2 tablespoons plus, I'm gonna say 20 milliliters. All right. Now this one might seem a little tricky, but thanks to our new play space, we should be able to handle this with little issue. Okay. Starting out with 5 teaspoons. Let's go ahead and place that into our play space. Well, placing 5 teaspoons, that would be 1 tablespoon and 1 centiliter. Oops. And 1 centiliter. We can count that out, right? So this was 3, 2, 5 altogether. Perfect. Now 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons is the same as 1 ounce. So we can do it the long way or the short way. I'll show you the long way first. The long way is to start out by adding 1 tablespoon and 2 tablespoons into our play space like so, right? We put them over here into the ounces area because there was no room in the tablespoons left for us to continue putting more units inside of. So we put in 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. We see that that's an ounce, so we can clear and carry them over here into the cup. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
And now we have 20 milliliters. 20 milliliters is the same as 4 teaspoons, so we'll bring that out into the play space. Now we'll need to bring out 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon. Now we can see, okay, the tablespoon is full and the ounce has some units inside of it, so we'll clear these and carry in an ounce, and then we can clear this ounce and carry in an ounce into the cup. All right. So now we have 2 ounces, 1 centiliter, and 1 teaspoon. All right.
Well, we could also convert that centiliter and 1 teaspoon into a tablespoon if we wanted to.
Way to catch that, because I actually missed it. So we'll clear the centiliter and teaspoon and carry in a tablespoon. You know, I think Kira's right. She do got this. She did.
So now we have 2 ounces and 1 tablespoon.
Very
tablespoon is also half an ounce, so it'd be like 2.5 ounces pretty much. But yeah.
100% spot on. That is excellent. Great job, Kira.
All righty.
All right, so I'm gonna give Kira what she's been waiting for, and I'm gonna give her a little puzzle to solve. Okay, so we're
Yes,
gonna
come on.
start out with 25 milliliters plus 20 milliliters plus 15 milliliters. All right,
Okay. Let
so
me
go
see.
convert all those into U.S. customary units or into the relevant units and add them together. Let's see what answer we get.
All right, we got it. So first we have 25 milliliters. So first, let's take it slow. Where is my mouse? Boom, there we go. So first we're going to start off with what we know. We know that a tablespoon holds 15 milliliters. So let me drag that into the tablespoon beaker. 5, 10, 15. There we go. Right there. Let me move that back because we need that later. Boom. 15 milliliters. So now we know two more teaspoons would give us 25 milliliters. So, because we know there's 5 milliliters in a single teaspoon. So we have 15, so then be 20 and 25. And 2 teaspoons is a centiliter. So what we'll do is bring out our centiliter into the centiliter beaker. Like, boom. So now we're done with that first one. So next, we're going to go to 20 milliliters. Oh, we know that to get 20 is just another tablespoon because a tablespoon holds 15 milliliters. So we can drag that out. But we know our tablespoon is full, so I have to drag that over to our ounces beaker. That'd be half an ounce. And then we'll need 5 more milliliters or 1 teaspoon because 1 teaspoon holds 5 milliliters. So we'll drag that out into our beaker. Okay, boom. So then we could convert the centiliter and teaspoon into a tablespoon. But first, we'd have to get rid of some space, you know? So what we could do is move that tablespoon over to our ounce, give us a full ounce, and then we'll clear and carry that ounce and just put it into our cup. That'll be 1 ounce out of the cup. Boom. And then we'll clear and carry our centiliter and teaspoon, aka 3 teaspoons. Boom. And then bring out a tablespoon. So now we got some space. Boom. In the next one, we have 15 milliliters. So we know 15 milliliters is a tablespoon because, again, each teaspoon holds 5 milliliters, and we have 3, 5, 10, 15. So what we're going to do is drag out. Oops, hold on. Why is my control not working? There we go. Drag out a tablespoon and put that into our ounce. And then we'll just carry in our tablespoon from the tablespoon beaker into our ounce beaker. So boom. Now we can clear and carry these 2 tablespoons, which is a whole ounce. I blanked out for a second. And bring that over into our cup again. So let me drag that. So now our final answer would be 2 ounces, and thank goodness he has this on the side, or it'd be 60 milliliters. Don't forget to look on the side right here because these show us the ounces and everything. But boom. Let me put that back, by the way, so we can reuse them. Oh, I just drew something. But yes, we have 2 ounces.
Excellent. That is spot on.
Boom. What's the next one?
Oh, I got one for you. Matter of fact, do you I gotta change something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Nice catch on that.
Thanks. I'm just gonna fix that real sneaky like. All right, nobody saw
All
that.
right.
Let's keep it moving. Um, okay. Now let's give Kira another puzzle. Let's give her 4 teaspoons
Mm-hmm.
plus 3 tablespoons
Mm-hmm.
plus 3 centiliters. Let's see you
Okay.
try that.
All right, let's work this one out. 4 teaspoons. All right, let's take this slow again. So we know that a tablespoon has 3 teaspoons. So we can already drag that out. Let me get my mouse. Boom. Right there's 3 teaspoons. To get 4, we'll just need to bring 1 more teaspoon out into the teaspoon beaker. Boom. 4 is done. So now we need 3 tablespoons. Okay. So what we're going to do is go back. So first, we'll drag out 1 tablespoon into, well, actually, let's take a shortcut. We'll do an ounce because an ounce has 2 tablespoons. So what we can do is drag that out into our cup. Boom. That's 2 right there. And our third, we can drag into our ounce beaker right there. And then we can carry in our teaspoon from the teaspoon beaker into the ounce beaker like so. So that'd be 2 tablespoons in total again. So then we'll clear those 2 tablespoons.
Hold up.
I removed the whole thing. There we go.
Try again.
All right. Uh-oh. Hold on. Now I'm stuck in a Zoom. Help me out here.
There you go.
All right. Now we'll clear these 2 tablespoons and then we'll drag in our ounce into the cup beaker or, well, cup. So then we'll have 2 ounces right now and we'll move on to 3 centiliters. So boom, we have 3 centiliters. Just know, if you look over here, remember that 1 centiliter is 2 teaspoons. So we can see that in an ounce. It'll be 1 centiliter, 2 centiliters, and 3 centiliters. Also, remember that an ounce has 6 teaspoons. So it'll be 2, 4, 6. So therefore giving us 3 centiliters. So what we'll do is we'll drag that out. Or another way, we can just simply drag out our horizontal one and put that into our cup. So we do that. And boom. So now, in our case, we'd have 3 ounces and 1 teaspoon left. What are we
Perfect.
thinking?
That's it.
Okay.
That's spot on.
All right, we did it.
Excellent. Though I do want you to go back because and I love the method you did that with finding knowing that 3 centiliters is an ounce, but I also want you to go through it the long way for those of us who need to do it that way.
All right, let's go the long way. So 3 centiliters. So what we're gonna do is drag 1 centiliter out. Boom. So that's 1 centiliter right there. But now we need another centiliter. And if we add another centiliter in the centiliter beaker, it's going to overflow. So we can do is, we can put this multiple ways, really, actually. So we could either break this up into 2 teaspoons, 1, 2. And then what we can do is put 1 in tablespoons and then move the teaspoon over into our tablespoon. And then what we'll do is bring this teaspoon over into our centiliter and bring the other teaspoon into our centiliter beaker, making up a full centiliter. So now we need one more centiliter. So with that being said, now we're gonna have to drag out an additional 2 teaspoons. But again, this can't fit, and our tablespoons are full. So we're gonna have to do some clearing carrying. So what we're gonna do is we can drag this tablespoon, slap that into our ounces beaker as more space. What we could do again is break this centiliter up into 2 teaspoons, like bam, pop. We can put one into our teaspoon beaker because now we have space. And then we can drag the other teaspoon into our tablespoon beaker and then drag the additional centiliter that we have. Oh, I just gone. The centiliter we have and put that into, thank you, and put that into our tablespoons beaker. So then that'll carry over into our ounce. And then, boom, we'll have an ounce right there. Then we'll clear that and carry in our other horizontal ounce and put that into the cup, giving us the same answer we had, which was 3 ounces and 1 teaspoon.
Excellent.
Oh, it took me a minute. Explaining the long ways, not my style.
All right. It's a little lengthy, but it's important. It's important to understand how they interact. But once you get the gist of it, you can start taking shortcuts where you see them. All right. We encourage shortcuts and to make the math easier. As long as we still get to the right answer, we are cool.
We also lost our centiliter in the mix of that, by the way.
It's okay. We'll get it back. So that was our American math lesson for today. Introducing the new pieces or the new ounce piece into the puzzle and our new beakers, the cup beaker and the ounces beaker. So go out and pull up some more puzzles yourself, have some practice adding these different quantities together, and we'll pick right back up where we left off and keep on doing some more practice tomorrow when we come back and stream again. All right?
Sounds good to me. Happy learning.
Happy learning, everyone.